Hey y'all, it's the beginning of February and that means it is time for me to do my January favorites, and I have a decent amount of stuff that I don't think I've talked about before. So without further ado, I think I will just jump into it. The first thing is my favorite drugstore foundation of all time now. I cannot explain how much I love this foundation, and it's the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I really do still like the L'Oreal True Match. I love that. But this, the packaging I like better. The shade match is better for me. Just the way it wears. It's just wonderful. I first heard Tiffany talk about this, saying that it was her favorite drugstore foundation and she was using this more than some of her high-end foundations. And she's right, like with the Beauty Blender, this looks absolutely flawless. But I also just really like the packaging of this better because it has like a squeeze tube. I don't have to like dump it out onto something. I can just put a little bit of this on the back of my hand and I can control it better. I have the lightest shade they make, which is 105 Classic Ivory. I had first got the 110 or 115, which is Creamy Natural, I think, and it was too dark, so I gave that one to my mom. But this one is perfect. I love this. I love this foundation. If you have not tried this and you like the way that L'Oreal True Match wears, this I feel like is even better. The second thing is kind of a rediscovered favorite, and it is NARS Laguna, which looks like this, and you can see that it's very well loved. I just really like this for all over my face and all over glow. There's not really a lot to say about this because pretty much everybody who watches beauty videos on YouTube has either tried this or knows about it, and it is really, really awesome. You'd think with how fair I am that this color would be too dark, but it's really not. Like, it's very natural, it's not muddy, it's not too orange, it's just perfect. So, highly, highly, highly recommend this if you haven't tried. I've probably worn this... I wore this for at least half the month of January, if not more. And it is the Tarte, if I can open it, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Exposed. This is just a perfect nude, natural shade that goes with anything that I want to put with it. And I also was using this for a long time to contour with this month too. I discovered how good it was as a contour color for someone that is as fair as I am. So this is just really great. I mean, I've had this now for like 6 months, I'd say, and used it all the time, and it still looks like new. Just like a pinky nude color. Like, there's nothing bad about this. I think it would flatter anybody with a light to medium skin tone. I don't know how much this would show up on a dark skin tone, but it's beautiful. And I love the formulation of these blushes, and I hope to get more. Blush is something that I really don't need any more of, but this one is really great. And the next thing is something that I don't know how I've lived this long without it. I am obsessed with the Benefit Gimme Brow. I have the, I think this is the light medium shade, and it just has like the little teeny tiny little wand like this, and I thought that this color was going to be too light because my eyebrows, as you can see, are pretty dark. They're pretty ashy, but this color is perfect. It doesn't make them look too like done up. Like when I use my Anastasia brow kit, the brow powder, that makes my eyebrows look like really dark and really dramatic, and this is just so easy. I would suggest this for people who already have pretty full brows, but just have like sparse places to fill in. I've used it today, and that's all I've used, and it just like fills in and grabs a hold of any kind of little baby hairs, and it has like fibers in it, and it just puts brows where there isn't any, and it's just amazing, and it's so quick and easy. I use this in the morning before I go to work at like 5:30, and my brows look great. I get so many compliments on how good they look at work, so highly recommend this if you haven't tried it. If you're somebody who loves doing your eyebrows, this is a must-have. I will never not have one of these in my rotation. It's that good. The next thing is something that's really recent for me to get, and I have raved about it to my friends since I've got it, and it is the Too Faced Semi Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. I was not really a fan. Like, when I saw the original Chocolate Bar palette, I just didn't get it. Like, it had that weird purple color in it. It looked too frosty. It looked like too similar to the Naked 2 palette, which isn't really my favorite. I actually gave that to my mom because I never use it. So when this one came out, I was kind of like on the fence about it, and then I went to Sephora and I saw it in person, and it's really, really pretty. I've had it now for probably like, 3 weeks, I'd say, and I've used it ever since I got it. I'm so utterly obsessed. I don't know how I'm going to be able to show this. But there is not a color in here that I know I wouldn't use. Like, all of these colors are perfect. The blue is really pretty. I love that it has a black in here. And the color that I was kind of on the fence about that I didn't think I was going to like is this pink sugar color right here. But it is so pretty in the inner corner as an inner corner highlight. And these two highlight shades, the bigger colors, they actually are really pretty under the brow bone, like mixed together. They're so pretty. And of course, it smells like chocolate. It's amazing. The packaging is adorable. This seems like it would be a lot easier to travel with than the original packaging, and I just think that this one, for the kind of eye looks I like to do bronzy, matte brown, gold things. This one has a lot of those shades in it. It's just so freaking pretty. I have been using this nonstop. It's absolutely amazing. I think it's like 40... Wow, that was a really weird way to say that. Like $48 from Sephora. Totally worth it. I'm definitely going to get my money's worth of this. Yeah, it's amazing. This must have been the month of lip products for me because I've got 3 to talk about, and that never happens. Like, I have never really been a lip product person, but apparently this month I am. The first one is Blankety by MAC. It's an amplified, the finish is amplified. It's like, if you could describe me as a lipstick, it would be this. It's like a brownie nude with like a undertone of like a dusty rose type color, and it's just flattering with anything I put it with. It's just, it goes with everything that I wear. Every eye look I have done, it looks good with. Sometimes I will put the nude lip liner from NYX under it, and it's, oh my gosh, it's just perfection. I love this. And of course, the way MAC lipsticks smell. It smells like vanilla or something like that. I love them. And then the next thing is something that I've probably worn more this month than anything else since I've got it. It's the Buxom Lip Plumper in Celeste. And I don't normally go for like frosty lip glosses or anything, but this is another Tiffany D suggestion. I saw her talk about this and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get it. I had a gift card for Sephora and I was like, well, this is something that I think I'll get a lot of use out of, and holy crap, have I gotten a lot of use out of it. It's like a pinky, like sparkly pink color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I'm wearing it right now. It's pretty on its own. It's pretty with light lipstick under it, and it's got that like tingly plumping effect that I don't know why people say they don't like it. It just is so refreshing. It'll wake me up in the morning when I put it on. It's just amazing, and I'm surprised I have not tried these Buxom lip glosses before. I want to get more. I want to get a matte one, or like a more opaque looking one that doesn't have shimmer in it, because they're just so great. But highly recommend this one if you're looking for just an everyday, don't have to think about it gloss. This goes with everything. I love it. And then the third thing is the third lip thing is kind of a rediscovered favorite, and it's the Nivea Raspberry Rosé Kiss Lip Butter. I have been using the crap out of this. At night, like you can see, I put a pretty decent dent in it. At night before I go to bed, I'll put this on, and it's just, oh, it makes my lips feel like butter. Just so silky smooth, so hydrated. Don't have any dry patches on my lips when I wake up in the morning. It's just amazing. And the way it smells is so good. I love these. I think these are so underrated for how little they cost and how great they work. I love this. So highly recommend this one specifically if you haven't tried these Nivea lip butters. And then my 2 kind of random things are the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. This thing is Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I have never tried any Origins products before, but this one had been on my list for a long time. And first of all, it smells like apricots. You can't really go wrong with that. And it's basically, it says it's an overnight mask, but honestly, it's more like a really rich night cream. Like, I'll put this on right before I go to bed, and in the morning, it looks like I've had like 80 glasses of water. My face looks so hydrated and like plump and just healthy and great, and this is gonna last me for forever. I mean, this thing has 3.4 fluid ounces in it, and I don't use it every night. I probably use this 3 times a week. Like, if I feel like I'm getting like dry patches on my face during the day and I just am feeling kind of gross, I'll use the Tea Tree Cooling Creamy Wash from the Body Shop, and then I'll put this on top of it, and my face just feels so hydrated, so just heavenly. I love it. So highly recommend this. If you're an Origins fan and you haven't tried this, this is amazing. This is, I can't go wrong. This is great. So you should try this. And then the last thing is something I bought myself kind of as a late Christmas gift, and it is the Kindle Paperwhite. I'm obsessed with it. I had the other Kindle, the like first generation one, but this one, and I bought the case at the same time. This is, it like has a light up screen like so, and then you just click it over and you can just read to your heart's content. And the books that I have been obsessed with are Gillian Flynn's books. I read Gone Girl like months ago, but I got Dark Places and Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn, and let me tell you, they're both so amazing. They're on the same line to where it's like a crime thriller type book, but honestly, I would say that Dark Places especially is better than Gone Girl. I just, the main character is so relatable, and you can really feel for her, and the way it's written is just, you think, just like Gone Girl, you think you have it figured out, and then it like completely switches, and you're just left like with your brain broken and you can't put it down. Like, I read that book in probably 3 days and it's pretty long, and because I couldn't put it down. I was reading it at work, I was reading it in my free time, I was reading it all the time. So if you're a fan of Gone Girl, I would highly recommend Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. And Sharp Objects also is really good. I would say in the grand scheme of things, my favorites, it would go Dark Places, Sharp Objects, and then Gone Girl. The first 2 she wrote are, I think, better than Gone Girl, but Gone Girl's got the most hype. So how many times can I say Gone Girl in like a 30-second stretch? So yes, those are all of my January favorites. I feel like I have gone on and on, so I will talk to you guys for my next video. Bye!